Well, okay then. Check this out. Look. I think it looks pretty daggone cool. I really, really do. What's up, people? I'm Xogue, and welcome to my world. We're here, we're doing things back on FTB Hermitpack. Before we get started, I do want to say that if you like the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to see more. Also, don't forget to check the comment or the description for a Patreon and donation link if you want to see about supporting me. Now, today, I have already done a bunch of work here. If you don't remember, there was a huge mountain. Well, not really huge. It's about this tall all the way across. And I kind of trimmed it down. This is about where it started to go down and back up. So I figured that was a pretty good cutoff point to actually blend it back in a little bit. I don't want it to look so much inordinary. I didn't want it to look weird. Inordinary, I think was the word I was trying to say. Which it kind of does because this is so pattern-like. It's so precise about its incline and all that good stuff. It's always one every single time. There's no rounded edge. It's just a flat side that goes up like a pyramid. So it's kind of an interesting thing. Plus, of course, you have the land here, which will be converted over into dirt and grass and stuff eventually, which I need a lot of dirt for. So now I actually started with like 1,000 dirt. I now have like 2,000, as you see in there, 3,500 dirt or something like that. I don't know. It's a lot of friggin' dirt. But today what I wanted to do is actually do something. No, that's not what I wanted to do. You need to break. Boop. I wanted to go ahead. We need to start making a house. Now, I don't know how far we're going to get on in this whole house building thing today, but I wanted to do it because house building is one of those things you really got to get going pretty soon, because before, you know, if you go too long without doing it, you're just going to have so much stuff scattered and dispersed in the area that it's kind of crazy. It's just so much randomly set out and not in any particular place. That just ends up being, I don't know, not good. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to see about getting house things done, especially since now our entire inventory of items is a lot easier to transport than it once was. So that's like the perfect friggin' time to do that. Now, what I want to start on as far as the build is actually a little bit of an entrance. I want one of those big, wow, that's a lot of friggin' string, man. 5 string, 1 plant, sweet. What I want to work on is actually an entrance, and you know, I'm talking a big grand entrance too. Like nothing small. Like the whole house, I don't know though, because if I make a big entrance, then I'll have to make a big house. Making a big house, it's not really that big of a problem, but somebody in the comments did mention, like, don't make a huge house right, you know, at spawn with everybody so close, because then you'll just lag out the entire area and everything. Now, that is true if you do too much at a time in one small area, but you got to think, these are just spawn houses. We're not going to be doing anything too incredibly crazy with it. They're just houses. There's just a little bit of storage. Like, I know I'm personally just going to have my grid over there, because grid is not something I'm really going to mess with too much. I might add to it. I might put a bunch more of these guys down. But other than that, I'm really not going to need a whole lot. So I'm not too worried about it. Although I did hear that there's like a grinder and stuff for extra utils too that uses grid power, which would be really, really cool to get into. So I'll probably end up expanding our grid network at some point. But really, it's just going to be a couple of these guys. And I have an idea for that. I'm not sure how well it's going to work, but we'll have to see. But I also have some ideas for the entrance that I really, really want to get to. But it involves making all of this grass and kind of finishing out a bunch of stuff. So I don't know how far we're going to be able to get. I've already worked on this for like an hour to 2 hours today. Just today, before I even started anything with the episode, this has just been done and it took a while. Now, granted, I was a little distracted. I watched some shows and stuff too. So it shouldn't have taken that long, but I was just, you know, distractions abound kind of thing. But yeah, so I want to go ahead and make sure that this whole area here gets converted over into a grass-like area first, and then we'll talk about exactly what I'm thinking as far as some of the features and stuff we're going to see for our grand entrance. And I don't know how exactly it's going to look, but we're going to see. Ugh, oh, getting a little bit of the laggy bits. Also, I didn't mention before, but one of the things, like, other than just right now, it's actually been fairly steady as far as like frames and stuff. It really hasn't lagged me out or glitched or anything. And I don't know, for whatever reason, if I go into video settings, I have VBOs off. I was told to turn these on because it helps out a lot with a lot of things. I don't know what they do, but I did turn them off and it seemed to help. I don't know. It seemed to stop some of the glitchiness. Now, like I said, there's a few little parts in here like that. There's a little tiny stall, but I have been playing the game for a couple of hours already, like I said. So there's a lot of stuff that's already landed in the memory of my computer. So probably all I really need to do is a game restart, which I'll probably end up doing. And then I'm going to get back to actually converting a bunch of this stuff over into actual grass. I'm going to cover it up with dirt and hopefully let some of this grow back. And we'll have to see how it looks, and we can start on some kind of an entrance deal. Okay, so now that that is taken care of, holy crapo, that took a lot of time too, by the way. I still want to round these out and actually make them a lot more natural looking, like they weren't artificially created, but yeah, we have that. Also, I have ideas already for the base itself. I have a general idea. You guys know how I do. I just kind of come up with a general idea. I refine it later on and it can change and stuff. But we're not going to get into that. But don't worry about this road ending or where it's leading or anything like that. Of course, things can be terraformed if we need them to. But we probably won't need to terraform any of that. Just, there's a little tidbit. Think about it for a second. Now, aside from that, the grand entrance, there's a few things that I want to play with. There's a few aspects that I want to bring together. First of all, we have the bits here that I want to play with. So I'm going to go ahead and get all these. The water, I don't think we're going to mess with the water bits too much. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not 100%. But we're probably going to need some more bits. I don't think, well, we do have 3,000 in dark bits. Well, give me, I don't know, another few of these guys, just in case I do need some more bits. I like the dark wood. I also want some of this, too. Do we have any birch in here? No, we have some water, but no birch. I do want a little bit of birch as well. Now, I have the chisel. I have that stuff. I want some shears, because I don't have any leaves, and I want to play with some leaves. I also want, I don't know, I'm thinking exactly what material I want to have as certain other aspects of this. Trying to think exactly how I want the... Ooh! Maybe wonderful, possibly, maybe? Marble. Come here, marble. I have an idea. Okay, I want to show you this idea. Now, first and foremost, what I want to do is basically kind of create pillars, sort of. So right here, I know it looks really, really bare, but think of this. This is going to be continued all the way down over here. So we're going to have the outsides of this little outside here and this outside here, all the way down over to the mine and all the way over here. It's all going to be this design right here, finished and completed all the way down. But we've already done that. I've already showed you that. I want to show you the new stuff that I'm thinking as well. Also, there's tiny little glitches in here. I don't know if you noticed them or not. But they're there. I feel them and I see them. So I don't want to cover that up, which is why I'm going to go do a little space. I know I kind of went back and forth there to a couple different subjects. I don't want to cover up the boundaries of the road. This is also obviously going to be moved, just not yet. I don't know what I'm doing with this yet. I don't know where it's going yet, or I would have moved it already. So for now, we're just going to let it impede on our path and just kind of let it go. But at some point here, I want some kind of an actual grand entrance, sort of. And then along the rest of it, I'm trying to think exactly what the grand entrance could be, because I don't exactly know how I want that. I do know that I want some trees, though. I need some leaves. Not trees, but leaves. Leaves. What kind of leaves? Do I want some birch leaves? Want some oak leaves? Ooh, these are pretty good leaves. Spruce leaves? Or some dark oak leaves? I don't know. I'm not sure. Probably just go for the generic oak leaves. Unless we have some jungle around here. I don't have any jungle is something we should probably look for. I have actually explored a little bit on the server so far, but I haven't gone far enough to find a jungle yet. I still have yet to find a... Oh, maybe I... did I? I don't remember. I've explored a bunch. I don't remember if I actually saw a jungle or not. I don't think so. Yeah, that's all. It says plains down there, but I think that's just the biome that I'm in now. It doesn't actually show me the biome that I am hovering over. But jungle should look different, so we should be able to figure it out. Like, this is going to be a birch forest, probably. Oh, yeah, it actually tells me that's a regular forest. That's a forest hills. It's not telling me here. I think this is all extreme hills, and this is, like, extreme something else, and this is plains, probably. It tells me some of the biomes. It's weird that it doesn't tell me all of them. Anyway, there is a village over here, which is kind of cool. Down some? No, here's this, the desert. This might be... That could be... I think that is jungle, actually. What are you? I don't know what you are. That's too red to be lava. I think lava is actually an orange color. I don't know. Maybe I should try some of this stuff. Maybe I should try to go over there. Let me see what's down and over that direction. Because now we can fly. We can actually get there pretty quick. Alright, well, I'm not entirely sure where the jungle was. But that place that I showed you was actually... It was a roofed forest, which some of you probably caught by all the brown spots. And the red spots are actually mushrooms. Those are big mushrooms, and the brown spots are mushrooms as well. So I didn't even catch that. I didn't see that. The jungle looks a bit different than that on the map, obviously. But, I don't know. Whoa, hey now, hey, don't do that. I did navigate pretty far away, not like hugely far or anything, but I did see a couple savanna little pieces here. So if you ever need one of those, I found another plains or forest or something. So that's kind of a deal. We have a cold area. I don't know. We got a little bit, but I haven't explored too much. I wanted to check it out. What are you? You're like a regular forest or something too. Anyway. So I couldn't find that, so I just decided to go ahead and go with these. Now, the main entrance, there's one thing I wanted to try, actually. If we take this, can we chisels and bits some... I can chisels and bits leaves. Now, it doesn't look, obviously, with, like, transparent and stuff. Transparencies don't really work on the leaves and whatnot, which is kind of natural, I suppose. Where is my bit bag? That's what I needed. Crapo. It's odd. Okay, anyway, bit thing, give me you. All right, go, drop. Oh! Where'd you go? Oh, there they go. I was still holding them, apparently. All right, so now I should be able to pick up all these, and we shouldn't have any problems. Okay, good. Oh, cool. It actually cleared out my inventory as well. That's perfect. I love that. That is amazing. Okay, so now we have some of the leaves. We have some of those. Where's my dark wood? Oh, I didn't. Oh, I need to get some of my dark wood, too. I put my dark wood away. I had to clear out my inventory because I found a... temple thingamajig. I found a desert temple. That's what it is. Something along those lines. So, yeah, you know, it had those 4 chests in the bottom and, I don't know, a whole bunch of stuff there. But, yeah, I didn't even show you the other things that are happening around spawn here. We have this little thing going up. I'm not sure exactly who's doing it or what is going on with it, but it's a cool little interesting build. I wonder if it's supposed to be, like, the town center kind of thing. It looks really friggin' cool, though. I will give them that. It looks awesome so far. I just don't know who's building it. I don't know if they're looking for some supplies, but if it's some kind of community build, I will for sure donate whatever I have to it, and let them have it. It looks like they're actually trying out different blocks, because you have the regular alabaster. They want some kind of white, so they have alabaster here, and then they have... Oh, I didn't know you could actually chisel them. They're all alabaster. They're just chiseled. Interesting. I didn't even know you could chisel those. In Unstable, you couldn't, I don't think. Did I ever try? I thought I tried that, but I guess not. Anyway, and Shay here is, she asked, she had a sign here that said, is it okay if I build a shop here? Yes, by all means. Pick a spot. The way I see a spawn going is... big lag spike. I can't see it. It's not moving for me either. It's not the video. It's the game. Oh, there we go. Oh, much better. The way I see spawn developing, any spawn ever, is that if a spot is unclaimed, claim it. If it doesn't have a road built to it yet, build it. That's the way I see it. Just do what you do. Spawns should kind of evolve naturally. There are spawns that are thought out, and like, for example, nether hubs kind of need to be thought out because portals have to be placed in very specific locations in order for them to link to the right place. But here at Spawn, if you want a shop to be somewhere, just put a shop down. It's kind of how regular cities are friggin', put up, They might have different districts, which is a concept we were playing with, and I don't know if it's actually going to be a thing or not. But if it's up to me, feel free, build a shop. It don't really matter. I don't see it mattering. you know, but anyway, it is what it is. So now it's getting nighttime, and I need to start doing this. We're going to start playing with some of this this sculpting thing here in just a second as soon as I wake up. Come on! Thank you! Thank you for waking up. I appreciate it. Now, give me some leaves. I don't know exactly how I want this to work. I have some leaves here. Now, I want to skip a spot, and I want a grand entrance. So the basic idea for now is that it's going to go up and over kind of thing. 3, and then 4. So this is to keep it the same all the way across. And this should match. There we go. So that's like just an arch. Now we can spruce this up later with other things. Like, for example, I can take out some of this here and here to actually give it like a stair step kind of pattern. Or I can go here and actually place down certain bits as well. Where I don't want single bit. I want 1/4 cube. Is that the size? No, I want half bit. Half cube. There we go. And I can go like this to thin that out as well. Now it doesn't look perfect because, like I said, the chiseled ones, they're not transparent, so you can't see through them, and these are indeed transparent. So it would be so difficult to get these to be transparent. I know this. I am aware of this. So don't go rag on them too bad for not making them transparent. Why didn't you make it? Just don't, because it would have been really, really difficult to match all that up. I don't doubt that it's possible, but it's probably ridiculously hard. Anyway, and then we can actually go one further and go to the 4th size, and we can chop off you. And then it's kind of rounded even more, and we can do this here as well. So the inside is also done-ish, like so. And that makes it look a little bit better. I think it does. And I don't know if this is how the entrance is going to stay or not. I think it looks pretty good like this so far, but I don't really know. I don't know for sure. Now, as far as the others, it kind of looks okay like that, but I think it might actually be too thick. So actually, if we take another one off here, we can reduce the thickness of it and actually make it look less thick. And that actually makes it look a lot better. I think it does anyway. So we're going to go ahead and continue this too. One more. There we go. All right, cool. So that is indeed better. We could make it go, I don't know. I'm thinking about doing like a plane. If we chop off a plane here on all these sides, like so, then it will actually make them match. And it'll make it look pretty good. I could do another plane as well, actually. And then here, I could also do it. 2 of them. Like so. It would thin it up and make it look less like a block, I think. And then on the top, I could go and add a plane. If I go to the leaves, this is my leaves, right? And do a plane. And I can do a plane on the top of these. And we go up 2, like so. How does that look? I don't know about that one. Let's try adding a couple here. Just to see if the sprucing up the back would look okay. What do we think? See, now it's all about it now looks like a proper entrance, sort of. I mean, it needs some work for sure. It definitely still needs some work. It's looking a little raggedy and stuff, but you get the overall concept of it. It's there. It needs something. I think it needs some other color, maybe some trim and like wood or whatever. We could do some actual trim with it to make it look a little bit like if we were to, I don't know about adding a whole plane on top of it, but just as an example, you can take a look at it and you can even see that it does help just by mixing it up and adding something else, which we'll eventually do. But that's not the design that I wanted to bring your attention to. That's not the one I wanted to do. This is just the grand entrance. This is the first bit that says, hey, you're entering Xogue's territory, right? This is what I want. And this is like coming right off the road there. So you enter this and then bam, you're going to have other stuff. And the other stuff is going to be pillars. I don't know. I'd say 1, 2. Let's, do we have a measuring tape of some kind? We do. Of course we do. Iron, string. We have all of that and some kind of yellow dye. A yellow dye of some kind. Have I ever mentioned how much I just love this friggin' measuring tape? It's the greatest thing ever. Because now I've already measured out most of everything that I need. And basically on every 5th block, So there's a space of 4 in between them all. I have all these already marked. So there's 5 of them. Now we're only going to have, I don't know if I want that many of them though. I really don't. I think that might be too close. But if we get rid of 1 in the middle of each of these. Give me you guys and give me you guys. And then it would be, what, 9 in between? Should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so it'd be every 10th block. So now if I go back to my little tape measure thing, shift, right click, and I go here, I should be able to go all the way to number 10, and then I put 1 here. Oop, that's not what I wanted. I want 1 on top. Thank you. And that would be the same space all around for that. I think I could do 1 more of these, and I think that would be fine. 10. Yeah, 10 right there. Perfect. 1, 2. I think that'll look just fine if we do that. Oh, look, it's a zombie trying to come at me. You want to come? I told you we were going to test this out. Check this out. This thing is like super strong. It really is. Oh, wow. He's the first one that actually took more than 2 hits. Everything else so far either took 2 hits or 1 hit. Which is kind of weird because this thing is ridiculously strong. It's really good. Most of them are wearing armor of some kind. That's too close. We need a space. We need a space in here. So every one of these guys is going to be a pillar. It's going to be taller. This is just to mark it out so I know exactly what I'm doing. It's kind of like the scaffolding. Well, not the scaffolding. More like the frame. We're like framing the job right now. Trying to give a decent idea of what it's going to be once it's finished. And I think it'll look pretty decent once we actually get it down and in here like we want it. Now, I know some other things that I wanted to do. If we take a look at these little bits here, in between each of these, like here we can have a 2 block. Let's do line. Can I do, yeah, it's going to be up and down. I don't want it up and down. I wanted a lengthwise line. Can I like rotate you or something? Because I need, I guess I have to place a block temporarily. So if I go like right, no, actually here is where I need it. We'll do a line. Oh, why are you, oh, you're going against it. So wait, where's my block? Here it is. Right at this corner, place a line. There we go. Okay, so that'll work. And then I can go to bit, break you and you. Bits, good, there, there. And then I can go and go back to line, this, 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 and this, and then bit here and here, line here. Okay, so there is that thing. Oh, look, it's getting dark. Perfect. Here in a minute, I'll show you what I'm looking for as far as that's concerned, what it is that I'm trying to do with that. Oh, only sleep at night, of course. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking about these guys. If we break these guys out and actually put some coarse dirt in here, then it won't actually grow grass on it, and it'll look fine. And then we can take some flowers, and we can actually make some flowers in here. Now, of course, they're going to sit a little bit weird. Now, there is something I wanted to check, actually. I wanted to see if we have a flower sitting in here. The bounding box is right in the middle. Of course it is, just kind of how it works. Can we put these... We can't. Okay. I didn't think we could. That's why we were actually putting these little, the chiseled stuff right outside of the block. It's not actually in the block where the rose is or the poppy is. It's in the next block over. So that's kind of how that's sitting. And then we have a little bit of an entrance with a little bit of flowers going on. And then these guys right here can kind of go a little higher. I don't want them as high as the arch. But I guess one more technically wouldn't be as high because we have that. Is that one more high? I think it is. I think this is actually kind of perfect. I think that'll work out pretty well. And now, since we can add in other things here, if we go to the corner, see, wait, oh no, we're on plane right now, aren't we? Bit. Okay. So I need to go right here and place a bit right on the corner of all of these. And the reason why I want to do this is actually, it needs to be out some. Let's use this to measure. How many do I want to go? 3, 4? I guess we'll go 4. That'll be the 4th. We can pick you up. Pick you up. 3, 4. Pick you up 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now if we do line, this will be a little further, but I can do that. No, wrong. Oh, of course, because you're outside of it. So I need you to come this way and come this way a little bit more, and I need to break a bunch of you. This is probably some of the most tedious work I've ever done. With Chisels and Bits is a very, very awesome mod. Like, I love it. But at the same time, it takes so much work. Not only for design, because you have to think differently. Before, you had to think in blocks, like full blocks. You had to be like, okay, what design looks good in full blocks? Now you have so many more options that it's really kind of difficult to figure out exactly what would look good, what does look good. I think one of the issues with this is that it needs to be arched all the way around. It needs to be a full angle here. These being straight is okay. It doesn't look actually absolutely terrible. As long as it blends well with the angle, I think it'll be okay. And I think I need to go smaller with the bits too, so it looks more angled and not so rigid. Because right now, but like I said, this guy right here is just a little bit, I don't know exactly what to do with it. I want it to be a grand entrance, like the beginning of the beginning, but I don't know. But anyway, so this is the idea that I had first. Now I have another one that I don't know how well it's going to work. I'm not entirely sure. You see, that's not what I want to do. Don't pause the game. This is the button. Oh, I don't have the bits selected. Because what I can do is actually go like to the 1/8 size and go a little bit bigger with this and go out 1, 2, 3, 4 like this, I guess. Well, I guess it would still be diagonal. 2, 3, 4, and basically do the same thing, but a lot bigger. And go like this all the way around. Ugh. To see how it looks in comparison. Well, okay then. Check this out. Look. I think it looks pretty daggone cool. I really, really do. I am open to suggestions, so don't think this is like, I don't know, all final and stuff. But this is pretty daggone cool. I'm loving every bit of this except for the arch thing. I'm not completely in love with that thing, but it's okay. It's okay. We are using the bigger chiseled things. I know I left you last time with the really, really tiny ones. It just wasn't big enough. I was going to see how it compares and everything, but then I saw how it compared and it was so much better with the bigger ones. I was like, there's no way that the smaller ones are going to be better. They're just not. So I went ahead and just kind of finished it out with the big ones, and this is kind of the design that I'm going for. And I wanted you to see this so that off camera, you know, whenever I have time, I can actually come through and finish the rest of them. I don't know when that's going to be. Don't quote me. Don't think it's going to be like in the next episode or anything like that. It's just going to be overall, because I don't want to do another episode where I'm just doing this unless it's like a talkie episode, which I could end up doing. You never know. I don't know when those are going to come, but I don't know. I like the way this looks. I really do. But of course, suggestions. Suggestions are always, you know, welcome. Always, always, always welcome. But I'm liking the way this is turning out. Maybe we can incorporate some kind of a lighting thing in here. Maybe get some glowstone nooks or something. I don't know if the glowstone, little tiny glowstone pieces, if they still give off light. And if we do that, we can stick one, for example, just like right up in here. If we take a little single bit out of this and just put a glowstone piece in there, it won't be very noticeable. It'll look kind of cool, I think, overall. If we do have that in there, if it still gives off light. I don't know if it still does. If you take a little piece of glowstone, if that'll actually work and actually make it look okay. But eventually this is going to end up coming all the way down. I do have 4, right? Yeah, it's 4. So, you know, this will come all the way down. This same design will go all the way down. So you'll kind of be walking through a bunch of archways before you get to the end result, which is going to be down here. And again, I'm not going to get into what that is right now because it's just a general idea, but we won't have to terraform. If it comes together, if that idea comes together like this one did, then I think we'll be doing okay. I think we'll be doing something pretty awesome if that can actually be a thing. And then, yeah, our entrance will be done. And then we're also going to have more of these little garden things here with different kinds of flowers and stuff. We'll mix it up, and they'll obviously be a lot larger in between here. It'll go from here all the way across. So it'll be like an 8 or 7 or 8 wide thing. I think there's 9 blocks in between, so it'll be a 7 block wide thing. Each one of these will have that, and then that way nothing will look naked or anything like that. Everything will look like I don't know. Basically, it'll all look like this little section here will be spanned across the entirety of that whole thing down here. And, of course, we'll have the wood bits in here, which will look nice. We'll have everything going pretty well, I think. It's pretty cool. But that is about all the time I have for the episode. So if you did like it, don't let that like button get lonely, and subscribe to see more. Also, check out the Patreon and donation links down in the bottom. If you did want to go ahead and support me, thank you so much for watching. Do what you do, and I will see you next time. Peace out, peeps. Looks like this guy's eyeballing a champion. I don't know if two of us can take out a champion. Oh, man. If you want to try it, dude, I'm with you, dude. I'm with you. Yo, you sure did, man. You're trying it. I don't know if I want to help. You're gonna try to solo a champion? Can you solo a champion? I'm gonna help. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna see what happens. I'll let you know how badly we do. We're probably gonna die though. Just a heads up. Probably gonna die.